Chi volunteers distribute bags of rice to impoverished families at the Philippines Jing Si Hall. 2 bookstores in Sanxia help various marginalized populations with free courses, activities, and meals. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Lori Chen. Thank you for joining us. Tzu Chi volunteers gathered at the Philippines Jing Si Hall for the winter rice distribution event. They're giving the bags of rice to the local impoverished families, taking a huge burden off of their shoulders for the new year.
Despite the heavy rain outside, Tzu Chi volunteers in the Philippines carried out a winter aid distribution, sending 20-kilogram bags of rice to 666 poor families. The action helps provide 3 square meals a day for the local poor. Taiwan representative to the Philippines, Michael Hsu, took part in the event and looked forward to the virtuous effect of charitable giving.
I hope in the future you can help Tzu Chi, you can become the volunteer of Tzu Chi. And we are one family, we are in the one community on the Mother Earth.
Annalisa Ramos brought her niece to the rice distribution and, along with volunteers helping out, sent rice home to her mother suffering from illness and living in an abandoned house. The compassion that accompanied the rice led them to feel that they weren't poor.
It doesn't matter how much you get, it always runs out. But I hope I can give back the goodwill associated with this wonderful gift.
This group of volunteers are from New Zealand and, after participating in the distribution, hope to have more opportunities to help.
This is the first time I heard about Tzu Chi, and I heard that they have an office in Auckland. So when I go back to Auckland where I live, I'll go back and see if I can help. One of my dreams is to help in disaster relief. So maybe in the future, if they need me, I'm willing to help with the skills I have, for sure.
These sad faces have been turned to smiles, with hot meals melting these hearts and inspiring even more volunteers to help.
In the cold winter months, Sichuan Tzu Chi volunteers brought over various goods to the Hantan Tzu Chi Elementary School to care for more than 300 families. In addition to Tzu Chi volunteers, there were more than 200 students and teachers that came to help out with the event. It was their way to show their gratitude towards Tzu Chi for helping rebuild their school campus after the Sichuan earthquake that hit 10 years ago. Tzu Chi volunteers brought winter supplies to Hantan Tzu Chi Elementary School in Jingtang County. There were rice, cooking oil, warm clothing, and thick quilts. The gifts filled the entire school corridor. Both the former and current principals took the lead in volunteering at the event.
There were around 200 students and staff that showed up today. Everyone came with a grateful heart to participate in the event.
Through these activities, I wanted to remind myself to always give back. Acts of compassion should be eternally in my heart.
10 years ago, the Sichuan earthquake struck. Tzu Chi helped reconstruct the school campus. The love has lasted till now and growing more each day.
I gave out cooking oil today. When others are happy, I'm happy.
This time, there were a total of 302 households that came to receive love from Tzu Chi. Li Jun wore the winter jacket she got from last year.
This was a gift to me by the Tzu Chi Foundation last year. It's very comfortable to wear. Thank you all for your generosity.
There's cooking oil, rice, and clothing. My niece clothing. Everything. Thank you very much, Tzu Chi Foundation.
Letting love inspire more love, giving continuous warmth throughout the frigid winter. Tzu Chi volunteer Chen has been volunteering with Tzu Chi for more than 30 years already. She started out as a documenting volunteer and is now serving as a reception volunteer at the DaAi TV station. However, she wasn't always this diligent. So what made her change her ways?
宝山，microphone test， 慈济，好 ，OK。
Doing a variety of work, she's busy welcoming visitors to DaAi TV. Changing angles to capture the best picture, Tzu Chi volunteer Chen is quite agile, despite being more than 60 years old.
I will come over here whenever there's work to do. For instance, on Community Cultivation Day, I need to set up video conferencing with Hualien.
She's currently busy with volunteer work. However, more than 30 years ago, she was a rich idle housewife who could only kill time by shopping with her children.
My elder sister could go sightseeing with her entire family. I could only shop with my 3 children. Therefore, I kept complaining.
我就会一直抱怨。
She bought several clothes and she did not even remove the tags. When they were building the Tzu Chi branch, one Tzu Chi volunteer asked, "Your wife seems to be rather free. Would she like to volunteer?" Since then, she has been volunteering.
Chen's husband is surprised that his wife continues to volunteer because she is very outgoing. She was attracted to join Tzu Chi because she listened to a tape. Then she started a new chapter in her life.
The Tzu Chi volunteer will compare herself with other rich housewives, whose diamond is bigger or smaller, and what clothes do other people wear. That is how I was. Upon hearing that, I went to Sister Pine and said, yes, I want to volunteer. When I press 1, the image will be that of the program host. I can also set it up the white shot.
The longer she volunteers, the more she learns. She's now an important figure behind Tzu Chi activities. While Chen has never worked after getting married, she's now volunteering diligently, accumulating her merit. She's no longer attached to the desire for money.
I think I have got everything. I do not lack anything. $30,000 is simply a figure in the bank for me. I do not have any special feelings about it.
She has donated $30,000 to support Tzu Chi's culture mission. Chen said that she has a smooth life and therefore she must harbor kind thoughts. Her biggest asset now is time.
I do not feel tired at all. I have so much free time to carry out Tzu Chi's work. Isn't that wonderful? In Ruifang, Taiwan, a single mother of 4 is a Tzu Chi care recipient. For more than a year, Tzu Chi volunteers regularly visited them. The volunteers have helped the single mother overcome the grief of losing her husband. They have also developed a very close relationship with the family.
Attending Tzu Chi's free clinic for the first time, Ms. Wu's youngest son stays close by Tzu Chi volunteer Wang Wenfu's side. They develop a close relationship after Wang cared for him for a year.
My husband passed away due to lung cancer last year. Back then, I felt a bit depressed. My children could see that I was feeling low. Seeing our situation, he especially took care of my children.
Since their father passed away, they lack fatherly love. Therefore, I thought I could make up for it. Usually, I also hug my children at home. Therefore, I think this is the most direct way to care for them.
Having overcome the grief of losing her husband, Ms. Wu smiles more often now. Her close relationship with the volunteers has touched everyone at the free clinic.
Sometimes I leave directly after interacting with them. I don't actually know what kind of impact I have on them. Today, his mother said that they still cry upon seeing me, and they miss me when I am not visiting. That means they still really need our companionship. It really does make a difference.
In the remote region, Tzu Chi volunteers deliver love and warmth to other people in need. Their sincere love has brought them closer to the care recipients.
A Tzu Chi New Shoes Scholarship recipient from Taichung, Zhang Yijun, is a college student now. When she was in high school, her father passed away due to a heart attack. Losing the family's breadwinner, she had no choice but to suspend schooling to work to support the family. Thankfully, Tzu Chi came to the rescue.
Zhang Yijun is more mature than her classmates because her family has faced unexpected changes. When she was in high school, she decided to suspend schooling.
I was very hesitant to decide whether to continue my education or to help my family make money. Since the breadwinner in our family is no longer with us, I chose to enter the workplace rather than study.
When Zhang was in 12th grade, her father passed away due to heart disease. Therefore, she decided to put aside her study plan and did part-time jobs to earn money. After getting off work, she would study for 2 hours, even if she was tired.
I found that if we have the intent to complete one thing, and if we work hard, we'll eventually succeed.
The scholarship that Tzu Chi gave her not only provide her with monetary aid, but also spiritual support.
Perhaps we cannot choose which family to go to when we are born, but we can change the situation of our family with our own strength.
Being attentive and independent, Zhang is able to turn obstacles in her life into nutrients.
If I have the chance to go back to school, I'll use the knowledge I've learned to help people who need more help than me.
Yijun is now studying at the Department of Early Childhood Development and Education in Chaoyang University of Technology. She is determined to become a teacher in the future, continuing to spread love and care.
Two bookstores in Sanxia have taken up the responsibilities of providing free after-school services for various marginalized populations. These include children from disadvantaged families, second-generation immigrant children, and individuals who have fallen off the righteous path in life. Let's check out these kind-hearted individuals.
After school every day, this is where a group of young children congregate.
This is like a second home for the children. I think that they really take this place like their second home. When class gets out at 8:30, none of the children leave, even when it is 9 o'clock.
There are two bookstores who serve this role in Sanxia, New Taipei City. One is the Grass Life Skills Academy for middle school students. The other is Grass Book House for elementary students.
三峡，除了我们看到的文化流失的这个部分之外，
In Sanxia, aside from the culture that we are losing, Sanxia has the highest density of drug users in New Taipei City. In many of these drug cases, the problem actually has to do with family problems and law and order, which is quite serious in New Taipei City.
These high-risk families which need our care are referred to us from different counselors.
In ancient China, bookstores were places where many preached, taught, and learned a profession. In Sanxia's bookstores, many teachers and volunteers not only teach a curriculum, but also bring together at-risk youth, giving them a sort of support system to help them overcome what their own families cannot provide. This big and strong kid frequently smiles as his mother, Zhou Linli, is from China.
I have to work very hard with very long working hours. I used to put him in a church-based program, but they get out earlier. As it turned out, I couldn't pick him up when I got off of work.
Zhou Linli works as a parking lot attendant for an elementary school and is a single mother who must be self-reliant.
I always wanted to hold on to this family as I didn't want my child to grow up in a broken home. This is what I wanted, but my husband frequently beat me.
The day she left her husband turned out to be her son's 2-year birthday. She is from Sichuan and married a Taiwanese man, as she was very unfamiliar with local culture. Eventually, she was settled in Sanxia with the help of social welfare groups and has been able to settle in the area. And now it has been 9 years.
He is a special child. He likes to move about and he may think too much. He may also overreact to situations, which is one of his biggest problems. He has no way to control his temper.
Yes, I would fight. I am not afraid of anyone. I started from 4 and then improved a lot. I think that my EQ has improved. Although it is only a slight change in behavior, but in the eyes of his mother, it was a miracle. She doesn't want him to be a top student, only hoping that he can be a good son and grow up safe and happy. The bookstore is completely free, which helps the families in dire economic situations save a lot of money.
多孩子讲到他家里的状况，比如像说可能。
A lot of the children tell us about their situation at home. For example, one said that his mother left when he was young and his father had difficulty caring for him. And then the grandparents couldn't stand to see them go hungry, so they go borrow some money so that they can eat.
There are now 30 children at the bookstore, all of whom come from at-risk families. In these dark evenings, the light that shines in the bookstore provides a spark of warmth for these children as they struggle to overcome the adversity that life has given them.
Continuing the celebration of the 21st anniversary of DaAi TV, the director of the station and the supervisors all went to Kaohsiung Jing Si Hall recycling station to personally thank the recycling volunteers for their unconditional devotion throughout the years. At the same time, around 70 staff members and their families went to the Nehu recycling station to experience firsthand sorting recyclables.
It's the 21st anniversary of DaAi Television. The staff members especially went to the recycling station at Nehu, where volunteers arranged 4 different activities for them to experience sorting the recyclables.
The activities are stepping on PET bottles and cutting the PE material, aka cutting the cake. Next, people can disassemble the tapes. After, they will tear the outer layer plastic that is attached to the cases.
These recycling tasks aren't usually practiced at home. While disassembling the videotapes, the father and daughter duo have different reactions.
This is the videotape that we used to watch dramas or movies on. I realized that we wasted too many resources. I think everyone can change the ways of spending leisure time to be closer to nature.
All of the recycling volunteers are our bosses. We need to let everyone experience just how hardworking they are 365 days a year. In addition, this is our way to show our gratitude to their devotion on supporting DaAi TV station and protecting Mother Earth.
To begin a brand new year, the staff members not only went to the northern part of Taiwan, but also to the south to do recycling. The director of DaAi TV led the team of supervisors to Kaohsiung Jing Si Hall recycling station in order to spend the 21st anniversary with the recycling volunteers. To thank the 88-year-old recycling volunteer for her unconditional giving, a gift box was presented to her. A total of 150 boxes were distributed to the rest of the volunteers. Everyone was filled with a joyful heart.
Oh! Wow, there's turmeric and glucosamine. The box is made from recycled materials. The dietary supplements will make me healthier and stronger. I am very grateful. Thank you for your thoughtfulness.
The volunteers also weave a bouquet of flowers from the recycled fruit foam wrappers, gifting it to the director of DaAi TV.
Just like Dharma Master Chen Yan says, we need to continue this life cycle, making good use of it.
The volunteers are protecting Mother Earth each and every day. They also support DaAi TV's mission on purifying people's hearts and minds around the world. Today is a special day. We hope to spread compassion and inspire people's inner kindness. Together, we can make the world a better place.
The issue of global warming has become more and more severe. As we all know, both recycling and vegetarianism are a great way to protect our environment. This is what our recycling volunteers are doing every day. On the anniversary of DaAi TV, we must seize the chance to express our gratitude toward their compassionate giving.
The supervisors are sitting next to the recycling volunteers, getting their hands-on experience of sorting the recyclables. As we can see, a pair of hands is all you need to make our world cleaner and more beautiful.
It's officially 2019 already. To kickstart the year off on a high note, the Taichung World Flora Expo has officially announced that all Taichung residents, new immigrants, and children of all nationalities can enter free of charge. Tzu Chi volunteers got special permission to conduct various activities around the Waipu Park. The 3 main objectives were sharing environmental protection concepts, promoting vegetarianism, and inviting everyone to visit a humanitarian ecotech pavilion. The Puyan Zhanghua Tzu Chi volunteers showed off their eco-friendly dragon dance at the World Flora Expo Waipu Park, ringing in the new year by interacting with the many tourists on site.
I saw the performance of the eco-friendly dragon. I was very moved. Since it was all made from recycled materials, it's a touching sight. So that's why I was clapping so loudly. It's amazing.
The members of the Philippines Jing Si Hall community music class were all dressed up in fruit and vegetable costumes. They gave a lighthearted performance with singing and playing the ukulele.
To celebrate the new year, we hope to bring some positive music vibes so that everyone here can share in our enthusiasm and joyfulness.
To start off 2019 with a bang, the Humanitarian Ecotech Pavilion got special permission to promote environmental protection concepts and vegetarianism in the park, inviting everyone to personally pay a visit to the pavilion.
By utilizing our veggie musical band and the eco-friendly dragon, we hope to share the concepts of environmental protection with everyone, getting more people to be aware of their actions.
With the World Flora Expo now open to Taichung residents, new immigrants, and children of all nationalities free of charge, it's expected that more and more people will pay a visit. Therefore, the Humanitarian Ecotech Pavilion is all ready to welcome more people to experience advanced eco-friendly technology. Staying at the Flora Expo, volunteers also educated the public about the importance of saving water.
There is something to learn when using tap water. Many people often use too much water when they turn on the faucet. In fact, we can just follow a principle to save nearly 5 times more water just by using the same amounts of water as the width of a chopstick. Volunteer as Humanitarian Ecotech Pavilion as Taichung's Flora Expo demonstrates how to save water.
The water should be as thin as this chopstick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 seconds, see? We only use a little water like this.
The water amounts should be about 70 cc in 5 seconds.
When we use water, we can count 5 seconds right after turning on the faucet. The water will look just so much.
In general, the water running within 5 seconds is 350 cc, which is 5 times more.
I usually use too much water, which means more wasted water.
Tzu Chi volunteer Lai Zhongfu walks out of the Humanitarian Ecotech Pavilion to promote water savings at the farmers' market. He also does this by going to the market near his home every week.
He takes the lead and guides us to promote water savings in the market.
Water savings is the top priority in Lai's daily life. His family's water expenses dropped from $26 to $13.
I use containers to collect water and then reuse it. I can also use it to mop floors, water plants, wash vegetables, or flush the toilet.
It is not difficult to save water. Lai Zhongfu said that he has gotten used to it and encourages everyone to practice it in everyday life.
Due to the increase in the number of students and the lack of classroom at a Waldorf elementary school in Ringling, the hallways and a carport were put to use. Tzu Chi volunteers worried about the overall safety of the teachers and students, so they provided 6 semi-permanent classrooms for the school. Like Dharma Master Zhenyan always says, safety first. What a relief. Thank you for watching. See you next time.